Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again. Welcome back to NASCAR Thunder 2004 Career Mode. What a crazy finish at Talladega Super Speedway. Well, we found another way to get to victory lane. Our third win of the season. 3 cautions. I mean, just pit strategy chaos, crashes, flips. I mean, what a crazy Talladega race it was. And, you know, I thought we were going to be the points leader after, but it was just 1 point difference. So Kevin Harvick, who's quietly became the favorite for the 2009 Winston Cup Championship. No wins thus far, but a very good average finish with a 6.4. Our average finish is a 7.1, so not too far behind. But with 3 Winston Cup wins, that's more than Earnhardt, and that's definitely more than Jeff Gordon. So we're running good right now. That's what we need for the team. Here's the rest of the top 10 in points here, and unfortunately, Jeff Burton, he's fell outside the top 10 of the points. So we gained about 100 points almost on everybody's, which is really good. Let's go ahead and check out the Rookie of the Year battle, because Brian Vickers had a demolition derby at Talladega, which, I mean, we've been there before. But still, it's Tina Gordon with the Rookie of the Year lead right now. Of course, both of them going to be running full-time in 2009. They're both true rookies, right? They never had a previous, you know, start and park or some BS like that. So, anyways, I got the primary car wrapped again. We ran the White Tiger paint scheme at Talladega, and it's won 2 races so far, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, safety clean, they're happy. They like to see the car out front, which is good, but I want to get them off the car at some point and get a new sponsor on this thing. Anyway, so we're overhauling a chassis there. Let's see what we can do in the engine shop. Holy cow! That must have been our, yeah, that was the Texas engine. Yeah, we freaking cooked that thing. So what are we going to now? Oh boy, we're going to Martinsville, thank God. So we're going to be getting a brand new engine, which it should be pretty good. Should be an 82 power plant, which is going to be hot dogging. Anyways, we got to get this thing fixed up, because this thing was, we blew up at Texas. We pretty much threw a cylinder with 5 to go, and we barely limped it on home. It actually blew up crossing the stripe. So got to get that fixed up. But yeah, we're definitely going back to a short track here so we can use our Martinsville equipment, but we're getting the new Speedway body and engine right there. Not to mention a brand new chassis as well, which is something we can kind of rotate throughout our cars. So that's good, getting brand new equipment to the team, kind of refreshing it, and we'll roll with that. So anyways, we're going to Martinsville here. Martinsville's a beating-a-banging track. We got our short track equipment here. We do got to get our super speedway stuff ready for the summer Daytona race, which is going to come up about probably 8 races or so. So we got to get that turned around. But yeah, let's get our short track car ready to go. Martinsville action, car rating of 81. Let's go racing. Alrighty, folks, so we qualified 43rd for Martinsville. Oh my goodness, this is terrible. I mean, out of any track you qualify dead last at, Martinsville is probably the worst one. So we're gonna have to fight, scratch, and claw to get to the front. Ryan Newman, our rival, is on pole today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and set her down trackside for the Virginia 500.
Welcome once again to Martinsville, Virginia. MRN is proud to present live coverage of today's Martinsville 500. Barney, these pit crews will be busy all race long. Martinsville is known for great fender-to-fender racing.
Yeah, the short, flat, and narrow surface causes a lot of cars to get together here. Sometimes it's unintentional, but usually it's a friendly reminder of who's running around you.
Kurt Busch has a string of top 5s going.
You know, people get so concerned with wins. Me, I'll take consistent top 5s all year long over a win. Besides, when you're constantly finishing in the top 5, a win is just around the corner.
Ron Hornaday is having some trouble in the points this year.
Well, there's always going to be someone who has to fill in the bottom of the points list. Of course, none of these guys want to ever see their name there. Sometimes it's just not your season to shine.
The safety clean car is going to be a force for the championship with his impressive finishes.
Oh yeah, to have an average finish in the top 10 for the season is mighty impressive. It can often be the difference that wins the championship.
Here we go, folks. It is Ryan Newman. It is Dale Earnhardt Jr. front row here at Martinsville. And, you know, we gained a lot of points at everyone at Talladega. Talladega's kind of a crapshoot. You know, you take all the Winston Cup, you know, points leaders, you throw them in a blender, you pick names out of a hat, so to speak. But here at Martinsville, the cream rises to the top. But what's interesting here about Martinsville is Jeff Green won at Martinsville last year. That was an upset win. Could we possibly see a upset guy like a Johnny Benson, like a Kenny Wallace, throw in maybe a Jeff Burton? Could we possibly see someone like that pull out a huge Winston Cup win today here at Martinsville? But for us, top 15, survive and advance. We have to find a way to get to the front and minimize the point loss. We know we're going to lose points today. There's just no doubt about it. Martinsville qualifying 43rd, there's nothing you can do about that, right? Unless we get an extremely lucky caution and, you know, restart with the leaders, there's just no way we're going to win this race. So our strategy becomes, okay, how many points can we save? Because we know we're going to lose points today. So it becomes absolute Winston Cup survival mode. Go back to Bristol, man. I mean, we qualified, like, what, dead last there. We rallied and finished 26th, and it was the hardest 26th place finish I've ever fought for, okay? We have to have that mentality again. We have to go out here to Martinsville, go forward, find a way to minimize the damage, the amount of points we lost. So that's today's goal. Go out there, get as many points as possible, and leave Martinsville. Move on to bigger and greener pastures. You know, we got some good tracks coming up. Richmond's up. Whew. I tell you what, I love me some Richmond, man. That's a good track for us. And, you know, it's a short track, but, man, that place, man, we rock and roll there. We have a shot, but we got to get through Martinsville first. And, you know, we really want to capitalize on top 10s, top 15s. Just don't have the bad day at the track, so to speak. Just go out there, get what you can, and move on. We're not going to be perfect all season, right? So it's about minimizing those opportunities. Like last year, we left Daytona feeling pretty good, and then we went to Rockingham, then we went to Vegas, and we had back-to-back DNFs. That set us behind the 8 ball right out of the gate. And Dale Jr., I think, won one of those. No, he didn't win Rockingham. I don't know if he won Vegas, but he had 2 good runs. That helped him carry to a Winston Cup championship. We could not catch up to him. So we've been extremely fortunate not to have those DNFs this season, but you just gotta keep the momentum going. It's still so early in this season. We haven't even got to the first road course. This Winston Cup championship is so far from over. It's unbelievable. But I truly believe Kevin Harvick is going to be the guy you're going to have to beat for this 09 title. And, you know, for Richard Childress Racing, they've been hit or miss. You know, of course, Steve Park in the 30 car hasn't really panned out. Throw in Robbie Gordon, he hasn't really panned out either. But for Kevin Harvick, he's finally coming to his own, and he's really starting to stack a resume for Richard Childress Racing, and he's been very consistent this year. Darn near won the Daytona 500. He set on the pole for it. Nearly had the pole for Talladega until we took it. So you know he's got the plate car to win races, which means he can win wild cards. And we know he's fast at the 1.5 miles. So he's got the total package. He could be a real threat for the championship. This 175 car, look, buddy, I'm faster than you. I want to get around you. Please, thank you. I'm really trying to just run the bottom as aggressive as possible because you can kind of pass them a whole lot easier just hanging on the bottom than just door slamming them. Look, if it was 5 to go, I'd probably be door slamming a few cars trying to get through the field. But right now, I know this is a long freaking day, and I think David Green's not too happy yet. Yeah, he ain't too happy. Anyways, we're going to keep digging here. We're 26th already, which, considering starting 43rd at Martinsville, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, considering we already ran 12 laps, but our tires are starting to wear. But we're also taking care of the car right now, and that gives us the ability to be more aggressive as the laps wind down. And that's what we're shooting for. We want to have a shot to pass those cars when it gets down to the, you know, the pay windows open. So you got the 30 car right here. Steve Park, we're going to have to find a way to Satch Boogie and get around him. Looks like you got Wimmer and 2 triple-digit number cars. Come on, man, come on. Got to find a way. There we go. Set him up, set him up, set him up. Come on, come on, come on. And there we go. I will say, though, the post-qualifying adjustment we made to the car. Sorry, Steve Park. But we loosened the car just a tad bit. Like, just a tad bit. And it really is running the bottom. Is it running qualifying laps? No, I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong on that. But it's running the most efficient passing lap. And what I mean by that is it's hooking the bottom. It's staying on the bottom. It's hooking the bottom. It's not going to show up a lap speed. But it's getting us into a position that allows us to pass more cars, you know? There's one thing, you know, lap time in a lot of ways, and it's hard to describe that to a casual racing fan, but lap time does not mean you're passing cars. Sometimes just putting yourself in the right position is the best thing to do. And for Buffet Racing South here, our car's been very good thus far here at Martinsville. And I think it's time to kind of start talking about pit strategy here. Lap 17 out of 50. Sometimes you can kind of get short on fuel here. So I don't like pitting early here at the short tracks like Bristol. It's touch and go on fuel. Rockingham, touch and go on fuel. Martinsville, I feel like it's the same. Sorry, buddy. Your race leader, though, it's Bobby Labonte, who's quietly been very consistent. I mean, he's definitely a top 5 points driver right now. Granted, it's early in the season, but hey, the points you gain at Daytona, the points you gain at Texas, Talladega, etc., you get to carry those throughout the summer and the fall. So that's the way I look at it. You know, it's like, okay, those points you get early on, you're laying the foundation for a shot at a Winston Cup championship. And for Bobby Labonte, who knows how many opportunities he'll get. Lap 19 out of 50 here, just really hugging the bottom here, just trying to slice through the field. Not to mention stay ahead of the leader from Lapidus. There's Scott Wimmer in his Dodge. You know, we talked about Richmond earlier. Well, he won that race because we had a DNF with Johnny Benson, you know. 2 DNFs we had last season were won by upset winners. Kyle Petty and Scott Wimmer. Petty at Rockingham in the spring, and then, of course, Wimmer in the spring, not Martinsville, at Richmond race. That was 3 DNFs right there in early in the season. Richmond, Rockingham, and Vegas. Well, you know, knock on wood, so to speak, but we've been very good to not have that DNF. And that is so important to the Winston Cup points total. And our average finish is really replicating that. You just got to keep digging, man. You know, just take what the track gives you, what the competition gives you, and just stay humble and keep going, man. Let's see, lap 22 out of 50. Car's already pitting here. Now, we probably could pit here and maybe save a little fuel and be good to go, but I just don't want to pit that early. I don't feel comfortable with that. I think we could pit now, though, and be good. I'm looking at our fuel gauge. I'm thinking we're good here. Sometimes it's a little bit close, but I'm going to go ahead and pit here before the leaders because I want to utilize those fresh tires. Ooh, okay. Let's make sure we get our pit options correct here. So 4, do we want to repair the damage here? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yeah, keep the car in good shape. I like the race car, guys. Car feels good. Car feels good. We're going to need a great pit stop, though. Knock on wood. Hope and pray to God we get a good pit stop, fellas, because we need it. So, we got to go out there. We got to keep digging, you know. We're not going to win this race without a caution, you know, really jumbling up the field. But for us, just do what we can, right? Go out there, try to get this W. Or not W, but try to get a top 15. That's a W to me right now. Top 15, starting 43rd at Martinsville. I mean, what can you do, you know? You can't do nothing without a caution, so get what you can. And a little slow pit stop there. It's okay, 17.5 with repair damage. You know, it's kind of expected, but you know what? I believe in this car, and oh, there's the caution. Oh, no. Dang it. Crap. Oh, no, there's Kyle Petty right there, dude. We almost hit him. Crap, I was trying to get around Kevin Harvick there, but he's not the race leader, so in fact, this actually might hurt us big time here. I'm not sure, fellas, because we know we're a lap down, so looks like the 02 car, Coy Gibbs, hangs Kyle Petty out to dry in the brawny Dodge Intrepid, and that's really going to throw things for a loop, because this is dead center in the pit sequence, so now another opportunity for a wild card winner. We've seen it last Sunday at Talladega. We just pitted. We don't need to pit. How is this one going to play out, fellas? So, a lot of cars are going to be 1 lap down. A lot of cars are going to be on the lead lap. Which side of the ballpark we're going to be on. And unfortunately, it looks like we are a lap down. 2 laps down. So, someone didn't pit. I cannot imagine someone having 2 laps on us and they already pitted. So this could be, this could get very dicey. But on the bright side, though, it does jumble the field up. So it gives us kind of an opportunity to get up to the front here and really pass some cars, which, I might add, our car is really good to start the race off. We're going to keep navigating. So, you know, unfortunately, it does kind of limit us to how many positions we can get today, but at the same time, it does help us a little bit. But the next car we have to pass is the 48 car. We're in God's green earth, the 48. I don't even see it, bro. That 48 car's way up there, homie. Holy moly. So that's not good. And that's the problem with pitting. And you just never know when the caution's going to happen. You never know. That caution happening at the midpoint of Martinsville, I'll be honest with you, it's not too common. But it does make me kind of question, did some drivers not pit yet? Yeah, 1 lap ahead, I can understand that. But the way I look at it is this. We weren't a lap down before the pit sequence. We pitted, okay, they passed us, that's 1 lap. And I'm circulating the car around the track in my head here. And we're on pit road, we're getting our service, they come back around, they lap us again. I just can't see in my calculations here that they could pass us 2 laps and then pit and not lose a single one of those to us. Because you gotta think about it. If they pitted under green, obviously they wouldn't have been the race leader because, you know, they had to lose all that track position. But if they pitted under caution, they would at least give us 1 lap back. So I'm a little perplexed unless they got on pit road the moment the caution waved. I'm perplexed here on how that whole pit sequence played out, but either way, we're kind of stuck in 21st here. Your race leader, though, is Mark Martin, which I'm just really curious about this. How many cars are on the lead lap here? So up to David Green. I just can't imagine that none of those cars have to pit again. I just cannot imagine. I don't know. But, yeah, David Green's the highest car in the, on the, you know, 1 lap down. So, for us, we got Dale Earnhardt Jr., who's heating us up from behind, and Jimmy Johnson's in a freaking different ballpark. I mean, he is so far out ahead of us. How do you even catch him? And this don't make any sense either. How is David Green behind us? So, yeah, we're 2 laps down. That's what I'm saying. This is so screwed up, guys. Because the 2 cars behind us. And there we go. Did someone pit? Yes. Thank you, Jesus. So this was the calculations I was trying to rack in my head here. The calculations were not adding up. The drivers out front needed to pit 1 more time. So there we go. Cars are starting to pit again. So this is going to open up some positions possibly for us. They were trying to go out there and maybe catch another caution and then pit underneath that. But that's at least 2 drivers, no, make it 3 that had to pit that are they're gonna lose some track position, which is good. There we go, that's up to 20th. Sweet. Yeah, our right side is getting kind of scraped up, but it's go time. It's 12 to go at Martinsville. So I'm not saying all of them have to pit, but that at least makes me feel a little bit better knowing that some of them did have to pit there. Because it just was not adding up in my head. Look, McMurray, I need to get around you, bud. Buddy, move. Sorry, McMurray, but I want to get around you, man. You kind of hold me up. Thank you. Now, I wonder, was one of those cars Jimmy Johnson? Because we know Craven pitted there. The next guy is actually Ryan Newman. Where the heck is Newman? Oh, my God. So I'm saying, this whole finishing order is so screwed up, guys. But go back to last season. Jeff Green won on one of these crazy Martinsville cautions, pit sequences, so... Your race leader right now is Bobby Labonte, but check this out. Could Michael Waltrip steal a short track win? Talk about an upset alert here. This could be big for DEI. Will we see another car pit? I don't think so. I'd love to see some more cars pit, but it is what it is. I just can't imagine that this field is this screwed up. Like, where is the 12 car? That's what's, like, so weird to me is, like, I feel like there was cars scattered in between the 2 lap down cars, and that just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just lost. Anyways, folks, we got about 7 more laps to go here at the stripe. Make sure to give the video a big thumbs up. My goodness, fellas, what a crazy Martinsville race, and it ain't over. Kevin Harvick could still win this event. I'm still hoping for one more caution. Somehow, some way. Oh, I'm so sorry, Elliott Sadler. That was kind of cheeky. I will admit. Oh my God! No, no, no! And what's weird is that Kevin Harvick is in front of these 2 cars ahead of us, Burton and Kenny Wallace. I think the 29 car. 29 car is running 3rd place. That's what I'm saying. This entire finishing order, or running order, I should say, is so screwed up right now. It truly does not make any sense to me. So, I'm guessing they just, all the 2 lap down cars were faster than the 1 lap cars, and then the 1 lap cars were faster than the lead lap cars. It's just, it's really crazy. I'm just going to put that in, I'm just going to throw that out there. It's just really freaking crazy. So Harvick's not going to win this race. Oh my God, I'm trying my hardest to hold off Earnhardt. I've used up the tires pretty well here. Michael Waltrip is out front here at Martinsville, and you know darn well I'm rooting and tooting for good old Mikey Waltrip to win here. That would be so cool to see him win a short track event. And with the closing laps here, a caution pretty well in today's action. Dang it, we got to keep off that right front in the wall, man. We keep using that. We could have a DNF. 20th is not where I want to finish, but you know, qualifying 43rd, there's really no excuse. And I didn't realize this, but yeah, there were 2 laps ahead of us, so they were coming to the white flag. So Michael Waltrip is in position to get his first win of the season and his first non-restrictor plate win since the year of the flood. This is insane. So even though we're going to lose a lot of points to a lot of championship contenders, we kind of put a Band-Aid on it. 20th place is not bad considering where we were. And your race winner from the Virginia 500, Michael Waltrip, pulls off the upset, ousts Bobby Labonte for a huge short track win.
The drivers didn't spend much time behind that.
Wow, what a finish here at Martinsville. So DI does it again. They steal a huge Martinsville win. I'd say their short track program's pretty good. But look at the finishing order here. I mean, check out the top 10. Burton barely gets knocked out of the top 10 thanks to Johnny Benson. I talked about it earlier, you know. Could we see a upset type of winner, a Jeff Burton, a Johnny Benson? And sure enough, Michael Waltrip does what Jeff Green does last season. It picks up a huge Winston Cup win. I mean, just huge. Big day for the DEI program. Kevin Harvick gains a cornucopia of points on us. But the most laps led is going to go to Bobby Labonte with 20 laps led out of 50. And there's still a lot of laps led. Who else was up there? Martin was in contention. But Ryan Newman. I mean, how does this guy go out there and lead 13 laps, qualify on the pole, and finishes 1 spot ahead of us? And 1 lap ahead of us, I should say. I don't know. It's just crazy, man. So, looking through the running order here, I don't see a Jeff Gordon in the top 20. So, there are some drivers that kind of got screwed out of this whole deal. Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart definitely lost a lot of points. And through the running order here, oh, dang, Ryan Hornaday. He just got the bottom of the barrel. He was out in lap 46, so I don't know if he had some contact, some damage, but I don't think he had a DNF. I think he was just that bad. I think he got kind of screwed underneath the caution, just a slow race car to begin with. But crazy finish to Martinsville here. Of course, 3 cautions last Sunday at the Talladega race, which we won. But Michael Waltrip wins Martinsville. That is pretty cool. Thank y'all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. Upload these every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope you're having a fantastic day out there. The next race, oh goodness, what is the next race? Is it Richmond? Is it Richmond? I have no clue. Anyways, folks, hope you're having a great one. Thank y'all so much for watching. Stay humble. Diecastbuffet, signing off.